Hi, I'm Nicholas Bauer.
And I'm Daniel Bergman.
You're watching Fly TV, and today we're doing this. Hi, and welcome back to Fly TV. I'm Nicholas Bauer from Fly Racing, and this is my good friend Daniel. And today we're gonna fish sea trout in the Stockholm archipelago. It's quite late in the season.
Yeah, it's like 4 days before Christmas.
Did you bring any Christmas presents?
We'll see if we can find some silvery ones.
Good. So we're gonna run these shallow parts, try to hit schools of sea trout, and also these little bit bigger fish that runs in pairs.
Yeah. Well, they're quite close to the shore now, when the water is cold.
Yeah, and also they have a lot of bait fish there,
Yeah.
and shrimps and stuff to eat.
They're where the food is.
Yeah.
Like us.
We have the water temperature is around 4 degrees, so I believe there will be some action. Probably the fish, if we catch any, they will be jumping like crazy, and hopefully we can catch some big ones.
It would be cool.
Follow us. Today we're sea trout fishing. Mr. Baby. Oh, this was a really baby.
But it's the first of the morning.
So 10 casts or 20 casts?
That's enough.
Ah, come on. So it's a small guy, but he took the magic head. A white magic head. Oh, come on. We'll let him go back now and get a lot bigger. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Okay, now we're on. Number one.
Awesome. We started.
That was a good start.
Absolutely.
Riding your car, don't think that I would. A countryman's got much
Yep.
more under his hood. Don't hunt, and yes, I'm all for you. Countryman's got guns that are way more.
We found a small one today.
Ride a pickup truck.
Hey, stay in the water.
And the beer in the back, Coke 40.
But they're getting bigger, Daniel.
That's good.
Raise it up to the sky.
That wasn't that small.
A beauty.
The magic head did it work again. Second cast in a
Yeah.
row. Bye-bye. Now we're on.
Cool.
Good start. White magic head with a few strands of mirage flash and just it's a simple fly and with a loop knot. It's very important, and it wiggles perfectly like that.
It's a bit rocky. Need to keep the balance. Unless you want to go for a December swim. Christmas swim.
The Christmas swim is nice.
The annual Christmas bath. The only one.
But Daniel, I think its perfect swimming temperature is 4.1 degrees.
Yeah, for polar bear.
Let's go around this point here and then fish the other one. Sometimes these points are the thing and sometimes they're not. You know, it's really how the fish has been acting for the last 2 days.
Yeah.
It feels when the water is becoming a little bit colder, more into these coves and a little bit calmer water. That was a crazy experience. I was just supposed to lift the fly and make a new cast, and this guy is coming flying out of the...
Like in shoulder height.
So, that was the craziest take ever. We just saw a fish landing beside us.
Both were like, what?
He probably took the fly and then just came straight up.
Like a rocket. Yeah.
But that's the fish that's been up spawning in these small creeks. And I haven't changed flies so far, so it's still the white magic head fly. It's an excellent fly and easy to tie. The water is, as you can see, crystal clear. So we're fishing long fluorocarbon leaders, so they're invisible for the fish, or much more invisible than normal nylon at least.
I finally hooked a little sea trout, and I'm all happy. Happy, happy. Okay, let's see if we can land this little fellow.
Good job, man.
Finally.
Oh, it's a wild one. You see the fin? Look at the tail fin.
Yeah, it's a wild one.
It's a wild one.
Cool. Then we need to put him back.
Yeah.
Immediately. Swim home. Make more wild ones. Finally!
Good job,
First
man.
one! Knuckles!
Good job. Knuckles. Wet knuckles. Good job.
Good job!
Now we're on it.
It's fun because I persisted on using this bigger pink thingy. And it finally worked. Cool.
What was that, 12 centimeters? Or?
Yeah, probably. He was hungry. He wasn't that thick, but he thought it would be thicker.
After eating that fly, he would have been.
He would have been.
Some of the flies we've been using today is, or most of the flies we've been using today has a magic head.
Yeah.
And these small silicone cones makes the fly really move like a small lure. And it pushes a lot of water.
And together with this soft marabou in the back there, it swims just awesome.
Yeah, like magic.
Yeah, magic. Magic fly.
Magic fly. And they're very easy to tie. You can put them with an olive back or something like that, with some eyes, or you can just have them in white or a very kind of a beige,
Yeah.
pink color to them.
Pink ones are a classic.
Yeah, and then we have the basic kind of like a magic minnow. It's a baitfish pattern. Also with some long saddle hackles, or you can also use ostrich. Just some wing and flash,
Yeah.
and then an epoxy head.
Get like a jigging effect with those.
With the epoxy.
Yeah.
Yeah, make them drop a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Green and white is good.
Yeah.
Also, I mean, this is a nice color, kind of a UV. Purple.
UV white.
UV
purple.
white, yeah. And also,
I caught fish in one of those pink ones.
yeah, this is one of my favorite colors.
Typical Stockholm color.
Yeah, yeah. Kind of pink.
Yeah. I didn't say that.
No. Oh.
You don't need a fly box when you have a beard.
That was pretty nice, actually.
We need to decorate the Christmas tree.
So that was kind of the flies we use.
Yeah.
So, fluorocarbon leaders,
Yeah.
or fluorocarbon.
Yeah, we're always using these fluorocarbon leaders and fluorocarbon tippet just because it's a bit tougher than nylon and it sinks a bit faster and it becomes invisible in the water. And dimensions, we use like 0 and 1x, maybe 2x for smaller flies. And it's important to remember to always use the loop knot when attaching your flies to the tippet.
Definitely when you fish streamers and shrimps.
Always.
Makes the fly move much better. If you tie a tight knot to the head of the fly, it will follow the leader like that. But if you tie these like a loop knot, like you have on a fly like this, it will make the fly have a much better movement, and you can really get the fly to move sideways or up, down and stuff like that. So I think that's a very important thing when you're fishing streamers or nymphs.
All streamers. And
Yeah.
And if you want to know how to do this, just Google a loop knot or rappel knot or something. Yeah.
It's a simple. If you know how to use a trill line knot or a bait knot in general, you just make a loop in front of it and then you're it. But as always, it's important to put some moisture on the knots when you tighten it so it doesn't burn. So let's catch a big one.
Let's do this.
Rock and roll. This is what we call a typical sea trout habitat. You have this big open water here. They're deep water. They have your rocks like this, and also on the other side you have all the rocks. And then you have a small cove. So you can look here on the GPS. You can see it's really deep here, and it comes into this shallow cove. And this is below 3 meters deep here. And you see it's a fish here, so it's probably been fish caught here before. Maybe. Let's catch one.
So what line class are you using, Nicholas?
At the moment I'm fishing an 8-weight.
It's
been-
tough winds.
Yeah, maybe not in this cove, but it's been really windy today, so I prefer an 8-weight. Otherwise I fish down all the way down to a 6-weight depending on the conditions. Actually usually I have a 6 and an 8-weight in the boat. If it's calm I fish a 6-weight, and if it's windy I fish an 8-weight.
Yeah. But if you want something all round,
I would say probably a 7 or an 8-weight is probably
Yeah.
what I would choose.
and intermediate lines.
Yeah, I fish intermediate lines almost
Yeah.
to 100%.
200%.
No, up to 100%.
Okay.
I like these slow intermediate ones.
And the coast ones.
Yeah, I like the coastline. It has this olive color to the head that really mixes up nice to the environment too.
Yeah.
And it has this coating that makes it sink really slow. So I think that's a good line. But in general, intermediate lines that it has a very slow sinking rate.
Just to get it down below the commotion on the surface.
Yeah. I think intermediate lines in general is kind of the best lines there are because they cast really well. If you fish streamers, did you have one?
I think I had a pole.
Okay. Pull back next time.
See.
I have a pull, please.
I see. Cool, dude.
That's how you do it. You pull back.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a small one. So I'm still fishing, or actually I'm fishing these white magic head flies. Fish them on a short shank hook. A little bit heavier hook, so it makes a nice keel to the fly. And as you can see, they work. It's a baby, but let her or him back and it can grow a little bit bigger, or a lot bigger. Ah, it's damn cold. Good job. It's a big one now. But you had a pull just before, Daniel, or?
Just before, but in a completely different place.
Okay. I like this cove, you know, when you have these big rocks. It becomes a little bit deeper inside. A little bit weed in the side.
Yeah.
The dead tree, of course. Always a dead tree.
Magical.
Yeah. That went quick.
Yeah. Like one cast.
We just moved across the ocean highway here, and the wind is really pushing it into this little cove here. Still fishing this white magic head fly, and just dropped it into a cove. It looked really cool. One pull and it was just a hard take, really hard take. So, whoop.
It's running.
Yeah, it's a decent fish. Ah!
Whoa.
Oh,
He's
somebody chewed on that guy. Jesus.
Poor.
Good netting. It was a tough netting. So again, this little white magic head fly. So some nice silver. That's at least a decent fish. You can see the teeth mark here. It's probably a seal.
Poor
But he-
guy.
But he still, I mean,
Yeah,
he
he's
survived
still
it. So